Hi guys, good to see some of y'all. It's been a while. I'm sure we got some very exciting people on. Welcome back. We're gonna get started in just a few. Today we'll be making some homemade mac and cheese. Hope everybody's doing well. I'm excited to get back on here. It's been a minute. Been busy with school and work, and now we're back. Pretty excited. Get started here quickly. We're going to be doing some homemade mac and cheese today. I know we switched it up on everybody. Unfortunately, I did have graduation with my kiddos. Went really, really well. I was super stressed, but it went good. For those of you who did not get a chance to see the post I posted, make sure you all start your pasta already. That way when we get to that point, it's already ready for you to go. You just want to boil some water. You can season it with pepper and salt. Make sure it gets to a boil, and then you can throw your pasta into it. We'll get started with that in a little bit. But if you already have it, make sure you start on your pasta. That way we can just make the cheese mixture itself. Hi Ivan, hi Giovanni. Ooh, mac and cheese is everyone's favorite. I'm excited. I will be posting what we'll be making this coming Friday today. That way it gives you a chance to get those things. Unfortunately, like I said, we had to kind of jump out of last week's, but because of graduation, but I'm back. So we have couple of more. We have about 5 more recipes to make till the end of July, and then Camp Puga will probably be done at the end of July because that's when I have to go back to work, so I can't even do it at 3:30 anymore, and I'm sure everybody's going back to school, so that should be fun. But we have some great exciting things coming, some collaborations with other people. Hi Gina, hi Justin. We have some, hello David. I'm glad I got to meet you today. Super excited for you. I have a surprise for you. I can't really tell you yet, but me and your mama will talk later. We have some big things coming for July and after July when kind of school starts. So Camp Puga will end at the end of July. It went longer, which is great. I'm glad you guys are enjoying it. And then we'll have some more activities for you all later on in the summer. So it'll be a lot of fun. Today we are making homemade mac and cheese. You need your 3 cheeses, your cheddar, your mozzarella, and your Parmesan. Whatever spices you want. Some flour, butter, yogurt, and milk. Super, super simple ingredients, including your pasta. So those of you who did not get an opportunity, parents, if you could please put some water to boil for your pasta to get ready. That's kind of like a on-demand thing. So if you already have your pasta made, it's a little bit easier for you to just dump it in the sauce or dump the sauce on top of your pasta. Really, really cool. Soon to come, we are going to start giving... I am going to start giving cooking classes for parents, so it'll be like a wine pairing class. That's to come probably for August and the end of July maybe. So that's to come. That's a parent one that I'm going to give. And hopefully soon we can do in-person cooking classes soon enough. But it's not the end of the road. There's a lot more coming. Camp Puga is just ending because of the time frame and everybody going back to school, but we will be offering different alternatives. And most likely what I'll end up doing is just, instead of going live, I'll post a video of something cooking. That way you get an opportunity to actually jump on there and do it. Feels really weird being on here just because it's been a while, but I've been crazy busy. And now we're back, so it's good. So today's ingredient, we're gonna get started right away because it's kind of a quick process today. So remember, if you have your pasta, make sure you put a pot to boil, and then you throw your pasta in there while you're getting your sauce ready. So we're gonna go ahead and get that cheese sauce ready. So today I'm gonna be using medium cheddar cheese. I love cheese. Bad for me, but Parmesan and mozzarella, of course, all great value. I'll never go back. We have 1/4 cup. This is half a stick of butter, unsalted butter. That's what I like to use. That way I can season it the way I want. I have seasonings here. I have some garlic powder, some Mrs. Dash lemon pepper, and then some extra pepper in there as well because I'm a big pepper person. I'm not a salt person, but I'm a pepper person. I have half a cup of regular flour, AP flour, all-purpose, great value, of course. I have plain Greek yogurt, or 1/4 cup of that. And then I have 1/4 cup of milk that I cannot show you because it'll spill. So I'm gonna go ahead and move over to the stovetop, and then we're gonna go ahead and get started. Let me switch you all over. So unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to, maybe if I do it this way. Let's do it this way, that way I can see any questions that may come through. There we go, perfect. Okay, so let's go ahead and turn on our stove to a medium heat. I'm gonna turn it probably to like a 5 or a 4. If you have electric, truthfully, I will tell you the truth as a chef, I like electric more than gas, but both of them have their positives and their negatives. I do have my pasta here already ready to go. If you don't, make sure you start boiling your water and you throw your pasta in. That way, when it's all done, it's a quick mixture together. Today, we're just going to be doing the cheese itself, and then we can combine it together. So what we're going to go ahead and do here is we're going to pour in your 1/4 cup of milk. I'm gonna put in my half a cup of butter and make sure it starts to get melted. So we're gonna go ahead and let that get heated, and then we're gonna make sure that the butter melts completely before we put any other ingredients into it. So you're gonna warm up your milk and then melt down your butter. Hope everybody's doing well. I'm excited to see some of you. I got to meet Chef David today, this morning. It was great meeting him. I've met Chef Justin, Bella. I met some of you all, so it's really exciting to get to meet you all. So super excited. Okay, so I just have a spoon here. I'm just moving the butter around. You don't really have to. Just let it melt down. We're not gonna pour anything in here until your butter and milk are incorporated and melted and heated completely. So we're gonna go ahead and let that melt down, probably take about a minute or two. And yes, you can use almond milk if you want to. You don't have to just use 2% milk. I've never actually made like a vegan mac and cheese, but it's something worth to try. I'm all for it. This kind of has dairy written all over it. So, but I'm sure there's alternatives to it. We'll have to find out and how to try that out. But this is your basic mac and cheese recipe. Like I said, it'll take 1 to 2 minutes to get that butter nice and melted. Make sure, parents, to kind of stand by so that kiddos don't burn themselves. An easier way probably would be to melt the butter on its own and then pour it in with the milk and just heat it up. But that was a little too easy for me. I wanted to make sure it was a little bit harder. We got some more people joining us. Great. Welcome in, guys. We are doing mac and cheese today. Simple mac and cheese. We have our 1/4 cup milk and our 1/4 cup of butter. heating and melting together till it combines. Hi, Lizzie. Alrighty, so we went ahead, we have our melted butter and our milk in here. It's warming up. What I'm gonna go ahead and do is I'm gonna go ahead and put in our, hi Naomi, welcome. Okay, we are getting a nice simmer for the milk. What we're gonna go ahead and do is we're gonna go ahead and add in our Greek yogurt. So we have our milk, our butter, our Greek yogurt. And we're gonna mix that around. Get it nice and incorporated. So we in here we have 1/4 cup of milk, 1/4 cup of butter, and 1/4 cup of Greek yogurt. Plain, no flavor Greek yogurt. It is gonna look like it's separating, that's okay. Now what we're gonna go ahead and do is we're gonna go ahead and throw in our flour. 1/4 cup of flour. You're gonna mix that up. The flour is used for helping to thicken. I might have put a little too much flour. I didn't measure it, I eyeballed it, but I can go ahead and grab some more milk and put that in there. Let me lower down my heat. Let me grab some more milk. So the reason mine was off was because my flour, I eyeballed it. I didn't measure it. But that's okay. I'm still going to milk down my flour. Get it nice incorporated. That flour is going to be used for thickening up your sauce when you put your cheese into it. So you should have a nice mixture. 1/4 cup of flour, Gina. You're gonna incorporate all of that flour. I used a little too much, but it's okay. I'm just gonna incorporate all of that. I just needed to use a little bit more milk. Your recipe should work perfectly. Just combine all of this flour. Yes, of course. So your measurements on your ingredients are 1/4 cup of flour, 1/4 cup of milk, 1/4 cup of unflavored Greek yogurt, original Greek yogurt. And then you're going to be using what is this? An 8-ounce bag of 3 different cheeses. So I have mozzarella, Parmesan, and Cheddar cheese. Alrighty, so if you notice your flour mixture, your beginning mixture is starting to bubble up, that means that you're thickening your sauce already. You're gonna wanna get it probably 1 to 2 minutes of thickening before you add in all your cheeses. I'm gonna add a little bit more milk. Again, I used a little bit more flour than I should have, which is okay. Your recipe should end up perfectly. Just make sure you mix in all of your milk, butter, flour, and you'll get your mixture to pour in your cheese. What the flour is used for is the flour is going to be used to thicken in your sauce. You shouldn't have any clumps. If you have any clumps of flour, try to whisk those out, or with a fork, mix it up. You should start seeing thickening. If it's too thick, you can add a little bit more milk. It's okay. The more milk, the merrier, which is great. Milky mac and cheese is way better than too dry milk and cheese. So we're gonna go ahead and make sure you let it boil for 1 to 2 minutes, nice and thicken. And then you're gonna add in your cheeses. This one went a little bit quicker than I expected, which is a good thing. So if you see it, it's pretty watery now, but as soon as it starts boiling, it's gonna start thickening up, which is a good thing. So mixing, mixing, mixing. I'm gonna give it 1 to 2 minutes, let it start boiling, and then we're gonna add in our cheeses. Again, I have mozzarella cheese, Parmesan cheese, and medium cheddar cheese. All I have left is to put my cheeses and my seasonings as well. Remember, I used onion powder, Mrs. Dash, lemon pepper, and some more regular pepper to add into that. And I'm gonna go ahead and add it. Whenever this starts boiling, I am going to add it into my pasta. Mark, was that okay? Did you get those? Do you need me to explain them again? It's okay if you do. It's perfectly fine. I might have said it a little too quick. I might seem a little off. I'm trying to get used to this again. It feels like it's been forever, even though it's only been like a week and a half. Make sure you get a nice thick sauce for your base. Again, it's 1/4 cup of flour, 1/4 cup of Greek yogurt, and 1/4 cup of butter. All incorporate together. Just make sure there's no lumps in there. We're starting to get a little nice simmer on the edges. Simmering means little bubbles. That's a simmer. What you're creating here, this mixture before you put in your cheese, is called a roux. R-O-U-X. You can look that up on the internet. A roux. It's a base. Usually you use this base for all of your sauces. Kind of like gravy. You're going to create a roux before you actually put everything together. Mac and cheese, you're going to create a roux before you put everything together. It's a base sauce that you can make multiple different sauces out of it. So it's milk, flour, and butter. All those three ingredients together is called a roux in the professional culinary world. Is a roux. So we're getting a nice simmer. A simmer is a nice bubble on the edges. That's light bubbling, kind of look like soapy looking. You're going to want to get at least 1 to 2 boiling bubbles inside before you actually throw your cheeses in there. Do not add any of your seasonings yet. Add your seasonings right after your cheese. So you can kind of see it over here. I'm sure it's popping up on the screen that I can see. You're getting a nice simmer on the edge, and then 1 or 2 bubbles are starting to pop out. I'm going to give this another 30 seconds before I throw in all my cheeses. Remember, do not throw in your cheeses all at once. You're going to do handfuls of each first. Weigh it out a little bit. See how thick it's getting, how you like it. If you want it to be more cheesy, you'll add some more cheese, whatever cheese you like. I'm going to add equal amounts of each one first, and then I will go ahead and add more as I go. My favorite out of the 3 is the cheddar, probably because it's the most unhealthy one. But, oh well. So we're getting some light boiling. If I mix it around, you can kind of see that it's, actually you can see that it's thickening up, which is great. Alrighty, so what we're gonna go ahead and do is now we're gonna add, Gina, this stuff is good. So we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna add my first handful of cheddar cheese. You're gonna wanna sprinkle it all in there. Now I'm gonna get my first handful of Parmesan cheese. And then I'm gonna get another sprinkle of mozzarella cheese. Unfortunately, my hand's a little too big. It doesn't fit all the way in the bag. So I kind of have to squeeze it in there. All right, now that I have all my cheeses in here, I'm going to mix it up. That cheese is gonna start melting. The cool thing about this is whatever the color of your cheese is the color of your sauce that you're gonna get. So if I add more cheddar, it's gonna turn more yellow. If I add more mozzarella, it's gonna be a lighter white cloud color. If we're gonna go with a basic looking mac and cheese, we're gonna wanna put more cheddar in to make a more yellowish color. Look at that cheese. Ooh-wee. Because I'm want to make it a little bit more traditional, I'm gonna go ahead and throw some more cheddar cheese into it. Again, if you heard me before, I love me some cheddar cheese. So I'm gonna get another handful of my cheddar cheese, pour it in there, a little bit more. Again, cheese is up to your desire. However you want to put it, however cheesy you want your mac and cheese, you can go ahead and do so. Say you get it too cheesy and you want to loosen it, all you're gonna do is add some more milk in there. Don't be afraid to add too much cheese and be like, oh no, it's too cheesy for me, I want to loosen it up. Add some more milk in there, let it boil a little bit, and then do the same process all over again. Look at that. Wow, beautiful. Nice and cheesy. Okay, I'm gonna mix this in again for another minute or two, nice and hot. Now that we're getting a nice simmer in the edges, like we said last time, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna add my seasonings. Okay. I'm gonna mix those in. If you want to use just cheddar cheese for all of it and you don't want to use all 3 different cheeses, you're more than welcome to. Do not feel obligated to use the cheeses I give you. You're more than welcome to happy to play around with it. Alrighty, so mine is done. What I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to turn my stove off. I have it nice and combined here. It seems like I have a lot, which I do. I have a lot here, and I do because I did my measurements a little bit differently. You should have plenty for your 1 pound of pasta. I'll let this cool down just a little bit. Alrighty, so I have here my 1 pound of pasta already ready to go. What I'm gonna do is nice and hot, I'm gonna go ahead and pour it into my pasta. I'm gonna pour half the mixture in first, mix it around, and then add the rest of my sauce. Let me go ahead and pull you all off so you need to see this. It's a beautiful look. Look at this. Look at this mac and cheese. It's beautiful. So to me, it's still a little dry. I would like it a little bit more liquidy. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to pour in some more of that base sauce, because I like mine a little bit more watery. There we go. And you're done. So the only thing that I would do differently here, and I'm not going to do it right now, is I could put some bacon bits in here. I can put some parsley in here. I can put some basil in here. I can do all sorts of things to add into this mac and cheese to give it a little bit more flavor. So, I mean, bacon bits would be the ideal thing. Maybe some jalapenos as well. It's up to you. You can do whatever you like. Look at that beautiful mac and cheese. Simple, easy. Probably took us 10-15 minutes. Nothing too crazy. Homemade mac and cheese. Yummy. So Liz, if you want to do breadcrumbs on it, let me see. Let's turn this way. It's telling me to. Oh, I cannot rotate. Okay, gotta listen. You can. Oops. You can add breadcrumbs to it. Let me actually show you what you would do if you want to add breadcrumbs to it. So I'm gonna put my pasta sauce to the side. You know what? Let's bring it over here. Let me get a baking dish. Sorry guys, making a lot of noise here. It's okay. I'm gonna push this to the side. Let me turn it over here, and we'll somebody asked a great question, and now we're gonna do it. Can you see this? Yes. Okay. So what we're gonna do is, somebody asked, what seasonings did I use, Lucy? I used onion powder, of course, my great value, some regular pepper, and Mrs. Dash lemon pepper. The reason I use this one is because I use this with all my healthy meals. So I really like it, so I wanted to use this. What we're going to do now is we're going to take it one step further. If you're done with that mac and cheese, you can leave it as is. And you're more than welcome to eat it right then and there. We're going to take it one step further just because we had the question come up. What if you wanted to add breadcrumbs and bake it? You're more than welcome to do that. So I have a baking dish here. What I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to line the bottom with some cheese, whatever cheese of your choice. So I'm going to use, where's my mozzarella? I'm going to use my mozzarella cheese. I'm going to add it to the bottom. Just like that. And then I'm going to go ahead and add some cheddar cheese. Just like that. Okay, I actually think I have some breadcrumbs. I do. So I have some roasted garlic breadcrumbs that I'm going to use. Again, this is optional. If you want to make it like a dish, you would put it in a baking dish. This is probably an 8x11 dish, most likely. You can use whatever breadcrumbs you have. I'm using roasted garlic breadcrumbs. What I'm going to do is I have my lined. Any questions? Okay, so I have my dish here lined. Again, this is just one step further. If you're already done with your mac and cheese, you're welcome to eat it just like that. And we're going to take it one step further, maybe for a party or something. Okay. You're going to spread it out. Wow, this mac and cheese looks great. Alrighty. So I have my mac and cheese in a dish. I have cheese on the bottom. I'm going to add cheese on the top before I put my breadcrumbs. Again, I just added the 3 different cheeses I already added into my mac and cheese. And then I'm going to add my breadcrumbs to the top. Be generous with your breadcrumbs. You want a good amount on top. Just like that. And then you're going to put your oven on at 350 degrees. And you're going to want to bake this for 15 to 20 minutes. Make sure it gets nice golden browned on top and all the cheeses melt. So 15 to 20 minutes at 350 degrees. This is just an extra step. This goes for Lizzie, who wanted to make some breadcrumbs and put a topping on it. So we're making kind of like a mac and cheese casserole kind of thing. So I'm going to put this into the oven for 15-20 minutes, let it bake up, and then we'll show you guys pictures in the end. We totally just went from a basic mac and cheese to a nice formal dish. So really, really cool how we did that. So I appreciate it, Lizzie, you mentioning that. Hope that mac and cheese came out good for everybody. Like I said, it was a super quick one. It kind of felt a little awkward how quick it was, but that's mac and cheese for you. It's super, super quick. You can just use cheddar cheese if you want. You can just use Parmesan, mozzarella, whatever cheese you kind of like. Remainder of the sauce, what you can do is you can kind of make it into a cheese dip. So like with chips, it's basic cheese dip. Or you can add it kind of like if you're going to do, what is it? A loaded potato soup. You can add the cheese into there as well. You can use that for the sauce. You can actually mix up, cut up some potatoes and actually throw those in there as well. And you can have kind of like a potato medley with cheese on it. There's different options you can use for the sauce. Don't think that, oh, that's it, I have to throw it away. No, you can definitely use that sauce for plenty of things. One being like a cheese and dip sauce with some chips. Some potatoes, you can save it in the morning, and when you do your eggs, you can do potatoes, cut them up, put it on top of the potatoes, and have some eggs for breakfast. There's definitely different options you can use for that cheese. Do not throw that yummy cheese away. Yes, you can add potato. You can do a loaded potato soup. Potato soup is super easy. It's something my kids will learn in the culinary kitchen. They do potato soup all the time. That's like the big hit for my classroom. Super easy. That's probably something we can do for parents. Best way to store the sauce shelf life. So you're wanting to cool down completely, you can put it in a Tupperware. You probably can put it in the fridge. I would say no more than 3 days. Safe scenario before you have to use it again. So I would try to limit the amount you have extra. Put it into the refrigerator. You can leave it in there for about 3 days, and then you would probably want to use it as quick as possible after that. Longest, I would probably say 4 days. If you're not going to use it, it's probably ready to be thrown out. But make sure you cool it down completely before you actually put it into the fridge. Do not throw it in the fridge automatically. Let it cool down first. It'll get a lot more thicker, kind of like what regular cheese will do. And then you'll just have to heat it back up. A good option to do with that is you're going to want to cool it down completely and then put it away. And then once you bring it out, heat it up before you add it into anything else, of course. You're going to want to milk it down. You can probably put a little bit of more cream or milk into it to loosen it up a little bit more, and then just heat it up and it'll be ready to go. Hope that was super simple and easy for you all. It's really weird. It felt like it went too quick. But those are the kind of ingredients that, the recipes that I like to do nice and quick for these kiddos. And who doesn't love mac and cheese? One. And two, now that the kids are able to do it for themselves, super easy ingredients to throw together. Anybody have any more questions? Hope everybody's doing well. Again, sorry for skipping out this past Friday. And then it just threw me off for the whole week because of graduations. But we're back to it. I will post the ingredients for this next one. I'm glad, Lizzie. I appreciate it. This will stay live, so you guys can kind of jump on and kiddos can learn how to make mac and cheese for themselves. Everyone loves mac and cheese. So you're always welcome to go back and rewatch the video. I kind of went a little quick. I apologize for that, but I had to kind of get used to the rhythm again. So hopefully it was okay for you all. Of course, definitely, Kayla. I appreciate it. I have mine baking in the oven. I'll probably give it away because I can't eat all that. But I'll definitely show you pictures when that comes out. Hopefully you guys can send me some more pictures, put them on the Camp Puga itself. Again, just to let you all know, it will be ending at the end of July. We'll probably be doing about 5 more recipes together. And then I will be posting periodically, probably just a regular video. That way your kiddos can kind of jump on there and keep doing recipes throughout the year. Or if you have any questions, you're more welcome to reach out. Again, just a reminder, July 11th, we will be doing another live on Autism Awareness El Paso, our Autism Society of El Paso. We will be doing it on their Facebook. There is a link that I need to post so that you guys can register for that to get the link. I will be doing it on the live as well, and then PBS will be jumping on as well to help out with that. So be looking out for that. It's going to be a good one. We're going to do pizza again. We'll be adding a lot of different toppings than we did the first time around, but it'll be a lot of fun. And we'll be giving away giveaways. Hopefully we're going to reach about 15 giveaways for kiddos and parents. Just so it gives an opportunity for everybody to win something, and it really shows our appreciation for you all. Alrighty, guys. Well, if you have any other questions, I appreciate you guys coming live with me. It's been, let's see, how long have we been live? It's not showing me. Okay. Well, again, I appreciate you guys. I will post next ingredients for this coming Friday. Hopefully you all really enjoyed that. It was a really quick one. We wanted the kids to learn something quick that they're going to love and know that it doesn't have to just always come in a box or a cup. They can do it for themselves. So if you have any questions or anything, again, please feel free to comment pictures on... This Friday, I am between 2 different recipes. I kind of wanted to see which one's a little bit easier. So I will post them today. So I'll let you know. I'm not going to announce anything now that it's not set in stone. You will know within the next hour. I'll go ahead and post that on there. Again, anything else that you guys have questions about, please post your pictures in the Camp Puga. And if anything else comes up, please let me know. And as always, have a flavorful day.